our channel. In this video, it's all about mastering the 3-point plank, even if you've never properly trained your core before. I'll be walking you through exercises that you need to use in order to make progress in strengthening your core and your core stability. And once you've mastered that core strength and stability, you're actually able to incorporate really fun, interesting exercises into your workout program, like the 3-point lat pull or the bird dog row. There are so many different ways you can actually make progressions in your core strength, but after being a fitness coach for over 10 years, this is the strategy that I love to use for my clients, and it seems to work the best out of everything that I've tried. Now, some of these can get awkward, but just check your ego at the door, because you've got to use these exercises to build proper core strength. Now, what you want to do here with these exercises, you've got to break them up into goals. So I'm going to start you off with a very basic movement to learn how to use your core properly in other exercises that we'll get to further on down the road. So the first thing I'll show you is the pelvic tuck. Once you've mastered that pelvic tuck, which could take up to a couple of weeks, if not more, then you are ready to move on to the next exercise, so on and so forth. So let's get into the video.
First up is the pelvic tuck. This is the most important movement you have to master before moving on to any other abdominal exercise in order to engage your core properly. Just lie on your back with your legs bent and shorten the distance between your pubic bone and your rib cage by driving your back towards the floor. The next exercise is a quadruped rock. This is backed by physical therapists and is crucial in learning how to stabilize your core while applying force. Keep your shoulders back and down, give yourself a pelvic tuck, and drive your hips back and hold this position for 3 seconds. Once you've mastered the rock, you can go ahead and start raising an arm. This just provides more instability and requires deeper core engagement. The goal here is to keep your body completely still even though you're lifting up your arm. Once you've reached this goal, you can now start planking, but start elevated. Place your elbows on a bench and hold this position for up to 30 seconds. Once you can hold this plank for about 30 seconds, then you're ready to move on to a plank on the floor. Same thing, pelvic tuck, shoulders back and down, engage your glutes, engage your quads, everything. Once you've mastered your plank for about 30 seconds on the floor, you're now stable enough to be able to do a bird dog. So start in a quadruped position, which just means all fours, and just use your legs. Kick straight back, heel towards the wall, making sure your toes are staying close to your shins, which just means your ankles are dorsiflexed. And then once you've got that pattern down without having any spinal extension or an arch in your back, you're going to add the opposite hand. Reach forward, turning your palms facing in. Hold the position for a couple of seconds and return to the starting position. Once you've mastered the bird dog, we're now going to move into an elevated plank row. Releasing one hand is what's going to add more tension to your core. So what you want to do is get into a wide stance plank with your feet. Lock in your core by giving yourself a pelvic tuck, squeeze your glutes, lift a hand, and do not let those hips move side to side. Once you've mastered that in an elevated position, go ahead and drop to the floor. Do the same thing, but if your hips move 1 inch, get yourself back up on the bench. Now we need to work on moving our lower body and keeping our core nice and stable. So first up, give yourself a pelvic tuck and then just slightly lift your leg through your glutes. You do not want to arch your back here, so the lower the leg goes up, the better. And now we're going to move into a contralateral reach. So we're going to work as hard as we possibly can to keep our spine nice and neutral and lifting the opposite arm and leg. This is incredibly difficult, so watch me struggle. Once you've mastered this, then you are pretty freaking strong. So go ahead, start utilizing that 3-point plank, adding different variations of movements like a lat pull down, a row, a reverse fly, whatever you wish. Just keep those hips nice and still and stable. Let me know if you guys have any questions. See you in the next video.